Okay, Joint Manager Luke Garrard, before we head up north to York for tomorrow afternoon's Vanarama National League fixture. Luke, I guess we start, York got a new manager. Just wondered what's your initial thoughts on that appointment and how does that change almost your prep going into that week?
We prep with the Michael Morton team against Rochdale. We obviously then get the news that he leaves and Tony McMahon takes the team down at Esley, different personnel, different shape. So you have sort of a rough idea of the ideas Tony's got. So then they go and name Neil Ardley on Wednesday. So yeah, I've spoken to the group at length. We worked heavily on us this week. The minute that news landed, I spoke to Jake on Wednesday evening and said, in terms of everything about York is irrelevant to an extent. We know the personnel they have to their disposal, their sort of strengths as individuals, but we got to make sure we hone in on what we can do and how we can go and affect the game as best we can. And that was a heavily involved in our session yesterday on Thursday. It was all about how we can hurt them, where we feel that we can cause them problems. And the big thing we done set plays today, we've looked back at obviously Neil's time at Notts County and Solihull to see sort of set up shapes for and against. And like I said to the group again, we've got to be very proactive tomorrow. It's a great test for us going there, great test for me, because any team sheet that lands, they can play in any different shape. And with Neil Ardley and the personnel he has to his disposal, he rolls in and out of shape. I think it's a fantastic appointment. I think he's a fantastic manager at this level. His record at Notts County speaks for itself. What he's done at Solihull and obviously his previous years at AFC Wimbledon. For us, it's going to get a new manager bounce. We need to expect that that's going to come and we need to ride that out and implement our game as best as possible.
Yeah, it's no secret at the moment that we are going through a bit of an issue with injuries. Can you just give us an update? Obviously we lost Jama and Kwesi on the weekend. Can you give us an update on those two players?
Everyone's back, so we're going there with 20 men. No, listen, we lost Jama, we've lost Kwesi. We're awaiting the news on both reader scans. We're hopeful Erica Souza's back available tomorrow, hopeful David Stevens back available, and the skipper in Jack Payne. Which, when you get one back, it's great news. To potentially get three back, it helps us and aids us, especially when you lose two against your bitter rivals on Saturday. I spoke to the chairman at length and we spoke about looking at bringing personnel in, and we did that in Regan, we did that in Billy Sass Davies. He's been fantastic, asking myself to go and get bodies, and I've had good long conversations with the medical team to see when the return dates were for the individuals, because I don't want to just bring in personnel that's just going to cluster us up. We need to bring in personnel that's going to aid us and be better than what we got in the building. So very positive news that Erico, Jack Payne and Dave Stevens are looking likely to be involved in the squad tomorrow.
Yeah, obviously you mentioned there that Regan Griffiths and Billy Sass Davis have had another whole week to train with the group. What has the atmosphere been in the camp this week, and obviously having another week to work with the new boys?
It sounds so strange. I'm always glass full. So everything is a new day. We've put to bed Barnet on Monday. We worked tirelessly on Tuesday. A really good session on Thursday, like I said, with the group. Got a better training numbers on the grass now with the return of the three lads. And we can really start to work on bits. With Regan coming in, he's tenacious, he's demanding. Billy Sass Davis is someone that I've admired a long time. I liked his time at Altrincham and obviously down at the Oval. He got his loan again with Woking last year, but he's powerful, big, strong, everything I want in the centre half. I think there'll be two positive additions to the group to get, like I said, to get Payne back. Your skipper, he leads by example on the pitch and people follow. So the atmosphere's been good. Like I said to you, we're not wanting to get 6 points from 7 games. It's not where we set our targets at the start of the season. Please don't think that that's the case. Don't think that I'm accepting some of the bad performances, especially the second half against Oxford City. I'm not. But I genuinely believe in the group. I genuinely believe in what we're travelling up to York tomorrow with. We can go and put on a performance to warrant 3 points. And they've got to mirror me, the group. They have to mirror me. If I come in all doom and gloom, it's just works for a negative atmosphere. I don't want that. I want positivity. I want people to understand me and understand what I'm expecting. And if you come in bright, bubbly, I think it aids your message.
Yeah, obviously you've mentioned after the Barnet game that the situation is something you've never really experienced as a manager. Obviously, you would much prefer having everyone back, but when it's like this and it's such a challenge, how do you almost convey that to the players and looking to turn around the form?
Don't worry about what you ain't got. Worry about what you got. You can moan about the 6-7 injuries that we currently have. You can moan that we've never been able to pick a selection or a side that boasts our best players. It is what it is. Everyone's going to go through it. Are they going to go through it to the extent that we're going through? Probably not. I genuinely never witnessed this as a player or a manager. I've been involved where myself and 2 other players at my previous club ruptured our ACLs in 1 month, which was quite strange. But to have the injuries of this extent, yeah, look, I've said to the group this morning in a team meeting that I still believe in what we're going there with. There's no excuses on our part. We're going there in the National League, 11 lads against 11 lads. We'll have 5 subs named tomorrow to go and get 3 points, and we need to have a willingness to identify that they are going to have a bounce. The fans are going to be bubbly. They're a fantastic club as it is. They're loyal supporters. We need to make sure we go there and put on a performance to quieten them in the first stages or early stages of the game. And like I said, we've really honed in on what we want to do this week. It's about Boreham Wood going to York and implementing our game plan. And if we do that, hopefully we're victorious come 5 p.m.
Yeah, and just finally, we'll touch on another injury was Musa Gaff, who you mentioned last week had to go through surgery. Can you just give us an update on him and obviously how he's doing?
So he is going to be 4 months prior to the operation. So you're not probably looking at him till the new year. Spoke to him a couple of times. Funny enough, spoke to him on the day of the surgery, which was Saturday. Had a call with him. I breed off positivity. He was so positive. He obviously understands that he has a journey and he sticks to that with his religion. And I spoke to him again in the week just to see how he's recovering. Yeah, I love my conversations with Mo. He's a very positive young man. He's sorely missed. He does the work too. I thought what he's shown in early stages of his performances, he would have nailed down a starting position in that midfield area. But again, yeah, he's out for 4 months. He's going to get all the love, care and attention from us as anyone does when they're injured. But he's got to influence in another way now. Not so much on the park, but whether that's conversations with individuals as groups, and when he comes in, bring a positive attitude to ensuring that there is a positive mindset in the group, and everything aids us to getting 3 points every Saturday or Tuesday.